Welcome back to your brain room. This is your sanctuary, a soft space inside your mind where your thoughts are held gently and your emotions have room to breathe. Tonight's journey takes place in a rainy rooftop garden, high above the city, nestled quietly beneath a cloudy sky, where grief is not a burden, but something tenderly witnessed, and where gentle rain becomes part of your healing. Grief can come from many places, not just death, but the quiet losses too. The changes, the endings, the unmet hopes. This is a place for emotional processing, quiet reflection, and perhaps the slow, unhurried release of something you've been carrying for a while. Let's begin with a body scan to get you ready. Start by finding a comfortable position, and if it feels right, allow your eyes to gently close. Take a deep breath in through the nose, slow and full, and let it out through your mouth softly. Once more, breathing in calm and letting go of what doesn't need to come with you tonight. Begin to draw your attention inward now, starting at the crown of your head, just noticing any subtle tension there or any gentle sensation. Imagine a soft colored mist beginning to settle at the top of your scalp, cooling, calming, easing your thoughts into stillness. Let that sensation slowly move down the sides of your head, your temples, your jaw. Feel the muscles soften, unhooking the grip of the day, unclenching your teeth, allowing your tongue to rest gently in your mouth. The mist follows, floating down through your neck and shoulders, a soothing presence that melts tension as it moves. Your shoulders begin to drop. Let gravity gently tug them down. Feel the weight of the rain in the air, as though nature itself is asking you to release what you no longer need to carry. Now let the calm spread down through your arms, elbows, wrists, into your hands and fingertips. That gently colored mist flows with it, winding gently around every joint, every muscle. Your arms feel heavy now, but in the best way, like being wrapped in a warm, weighted blanket. Bring your attention back to your chest. Feel the slow rhythm of your breath, in and out. With each inhale, imagine you're drawing in healing air from the rainy garden around you. With each exhale, you release what's been held in too long. The mist swirls through your chest now, soothing the space around your heart, cooling over any sharp edges, wrapping gently around grief or tension without trying to erase it, just holding it kindly. Your belly rises and falls with ease now. This space is safe, gentle. You're allowed to be soft here. The mist pools low in your abdomen, a soft glow of ease and quiet grounding. It settles here for a moment, like a pause, a breath. Now scan down to your hips. Unclench, unlock. Let them melt into the surface beneath you. The light mist flows through them, gentle and steady, loosening what's been stored too long. Feel your thighs grow heavier, your knees relax, your calves softening, ankles loose, feet fully relaxed. The mist winds down to your toes, pooling softly beneath your soles. It leaves your whole body feeling cradled from the inside, like moonlight in water. You're here now, in the rooftop garden, suspended between sky and earth, held by the rhythm of the rain, safe, still, and supported. Take another deep breath, and once you're ready, you step into your garden. Soft puddles gather at your feet on old stone tiles. Rain taps gently above you on the greenhouse-style glass canopy. The air smells like fresh soil and maybe a bit of quiet sadness, but it's not overwhelming. It's tender, sacred, and human. You're not here to fix yourself. You're here to feel, to honor what's inside. At the center of the garden stands a tall, old umbrella tree. Its bark is textured like softened stone, and its wide, reaching branches stretch protectively above you. Each leaf catches the rain like a soft drum, tapping out a rhythm that steadies your heart. You walk slowly toward it, drawn by the sound. There's something ancient about this tree, something kind. Nestled beneath the canopy, you find a small place to sit. The air beneath the branches is cool and hushed, like the pause between deep breaths. You notice a pull cord, almost hidden, hanging from one of the lower limbs. When you reach up and gently tug it, the leaves above shiver, and from the highest branch, a single droplet begins to fall. But this is no ordinary raindrop. It glows softly as it descends, a memory drop, formed from something you've carried deep within. It lands gently in the palm of your hand, cool and silvery. You recognize the feeling inside it, not sharp and not overwhelming, just familiar. A quiet echo of something or someone you've been holding in your heart. You don't need to fix it or change it. You simply watch as the orb begins to dissolve, turning into a mist that curls around your fingers, then fades completely, leaving behind a slow, warm pulse in your chest. It feels like presence, like grace, like something acknowledged rather than avoided. And in your everyday life, each time you feel emotion rising, grief, sadness, or longing, you might recall the umbrella tree and remember that you can let it fall gently, safely, that you can witness your feelings without being consumed by them. The memory drops aren't there to overwhelm you. They're there to be honored, softened, released, drop by drop. Even in the noise of daily life, the image of the umbrella tree might come back to you, reminding you that you don't have to carry everything alone, that release can be quiet, and healing doesn't have to be loud. Tucked near a quiet bench in the garden, you discover a small writing desk. Old, wooden, softened by time and dampened air. Its surface is dappled with raindrops that slide down from the ivy above. The desk is sheltered, but just barely, like a secret left out in the open. As you step closer, you notice several drawers built into its frame, each one labeled with a single word: grief, nostalgia, relief, anger, gratitude. You pause for a moment. Let your hand hover above the labels. and choose the one that speaks to whatever's stirring inside you right now. Maybe it's one you expected. Maybe it surprises you. The drawer slides open with a soft creak. Inside, there's just one page, weathered at the edges. You lift it carefully. As you begin to read, you realize the words tell a story that feels hauntingly familiar. It's not your exact memory, but it holds the feeling perfectly, like someone translated your heart into language. Clear, simple, without judgment. There's something comforting about seeing it on paper. It gives your emotion shape, a beginning, a middle, a pause, and maybe even a soft ending. You don't need to write anything yourself right now. Just witnessing it is enough. You place the page gently back in the drawer and close it slowly, knowing that this desk will always be here, ready to hold whatever needs holding, again and again. And in your everyday life, this desk reminds you of the power of naming what you feel, of taking the invisible and giving it a form. So often, emotions swell because they've gone unnamed or unspoken. The memory of this drawer can return in quiet moments, in the middle of a crowded day or a sleepless night. You might pause and ask yourself, if I had to label the drawer right now, what would it say? And even if no one else sees it, you'll know that your emotions matter, that they can be named, explored, and returned to without shame. That language doesn't erase the feeling, it gives it a place to breathe. Near the edge of the rooftop garden, overlooking the distant, shimmering city lights, you find a weathered railing wrapped in creeping moss. Hanging just beneath it is a strange little box, a wind-up chime mechanism built from brushed copper and softened wood. Old, but still full of quiet magic. Curious, you place your fingers on the dial. It turns slowly with a satisfying click beneath each movement. And as you wind it, a soft sequence of chimes begins to play above you. The raindrops strike them gently, one by one. Each sound is crystalline, delicate, achingly beautiful. But it's more than just music. You notice something odd and beautiful. Each note seems to come from inside you, like the wind and rain are drawing your feelings out through sound. Some notes feel like longing, aching and open. Others feel like hope, bright and hesitant. Some echo with joy, unexpected and childlike. And a few ring with a note of grief, low, soft, and steady. You don't need to interpret each one. You just stand there, listening, letting each tone rise, pass through you, and dissolve into the mist. You're not trying to fix anything, just letting your emotional weather be heard, played out in raindrop music, and that's enough. And in the rhythm of your everyday life, this rain chime reminds you that your emotions don't always need words. They don't always make sense or arrive at convenient times. But they have tone, rhythm, movement. You might feel a chime inside you when you least expect it. In the car, in line at a store, in the middle of a conversation. A soundless tone that says something's there, and instead of silencing it, you remember the chimes and let the emotion ring out for just a moment, long enough to be honored, long enough to remind you you are not broken for feeling deeply. You're simply tuned to life, and the world is listening too. Further along the stone path, you come upon a wooden bench nestled beneath the soft veil of a draping willow tree. Its leaves sway slowly in the misty wind, trailing like fingers over the edges of the bench, shielding it from the world. This space feels different, slower, like it was made for people who needed to pause. Not to push through or figure things out, just pause. Next to the bench is a small hatch built into the ground. When you lift the hatch, it opens with a soft click. Inside are several neatly folded weighted blankets. Each one is a muted, comforting tone. Green like soft forest moss. Cloudy gray like the skies above you. And warm gold like late afternoon sunlight through the rain clouds. You reach for the one that feels right tonight. The fabric is thick and soft, cool to the touch, but warming quickly as you wrap it around yourself. You sit slowly on the bench and notice that it gently warms beneath you. Not hot, just enough to take the chill out of your bones. Enough to remind your body you are allowed to relax now. This is not a place of escape. It's a place of rest. A space where you can feel the weight of grief or tenderness and still stay present with it. Let the rain keep falling around you. Let time stretch and soften. There is no urgency here. No performance, no expectations. Just you, wrapped up, breathing slowly, being exactly as you are. And in the quiet moments of daily life, the blanket bench reminds you that rest doesn't require a reason, that you can stop and tend to yourself without earning it through exhaustion. So often we push grief to the side or distract ourselves from discomfort. But this space teaches you, you don't have to run to heal. You can sit with it. Be gentle with yourself. Wrap up in something soft, emotionally or physically, and stay. And when life gets loud, overwhelming, too fast, you might imagine returning to this bench. The warmth, the weight, the rain. A quiet place where slowing down is sacred, and where healing happens not in action, but in stillness. Near the far edge of the garden, where the stone path fades into mist, you find a low wooden shelf nestled along the railing, and on it, rows of delicate lanterns flicker quietly in the rain-dimmed light. They vary in size and shape, some round and old-fashioned, others tall and elegant. But each one glows with its own soft hue: amber, violet, pale blue. And inside each lantern is a memory. You step closer and see them. Tiny, floating images, just hovering in the light. A child's laughter, a rainy morning in a past apartment, a pair of hands once held tightly. Some memories feel sweet, others bittersweet, All of them are still, suspended in time, not asking anything from you, just existing quietly. Near an empty lantern, you notice a small plaque etched with silver lettering. Add yours if you wish. There's no pressure, no ritual, just invitation. You sit beside it, lean in, and when the time feels right, you whisper a sentence into the open flame. Not loud, just enough for the flame to catch it. It flares for a moment, bright and alive, then settles again into a warm, steady glow. Your memory is now among the others, not forgotten, just honored. You feel something loosen in your chest, that ache of trying to hold on so tightly to everything you've lost. It's softened now, because part of you knows it's okay to let the remembering be gentle. In your usual routine, the memory lantern reminds you that grief isn't always loud or overwhelming. Sometimes it's quiet, a whisper during your commute, a flicker of a face while doing the dishes. It doesn't mean you're not moving forward, it just means you're human. This lantern teaches you to let memories breathe, to speak their names if it helps, to light a candle, wear a piece of jewelry, revisit a photo. Not to stay in the past, but to say, this mattered. They mattered. This still matters. And when the world expects you to move on, you'll remember. You don't need to let go to heal. You just need a place to keep it all safe. A shelf of lanterns, glowing softly in the quiet rain. At the far edge of the rooftop garden, tucked just beside a row of sleepy lavender plants, you spot something unusual. A small, clear glass switch, simple, delicate, almost easy to miss. It's set into a polished stone slab with a soft engraving beneath it that reads, "Gentle Fog." You reach out, pause for a breath, and then flip the switch. There's no dramatic sound, no rush, just the faintest shift in the air. From the outer edges of the garden, where stone meets sky, a cool mist begins to roll in, slow and deliberate, like a wave of quiet exhale. It curls between plants, around the lantern shelf, across the wooden bench, and under the umbrella tree. And then it reaches you. It doesn't chill you, and it doesn't blind you. It simply wraps you, like a soft veil between you and everything else. Everything loud, everything sharp. It muffles the edges of the world, creates a small, sacred bubble where only you exist. You feel less exposed now, more held, more private. Like you could think more clearly without being watched by your own expectations. You take a long, slow breath in, and for the first time in a while, there's no pressure to figure anything out. No urgency to speak or explain, just quiet. And as life unfolds around you, the fog switch is a reminder that boundaries are not walls, they're softness. Sometimes we need a little fog to mute the noise of the world, to step back without disappearing, to process emotion without broadcasting it to everyone around us. This fog teaches you that it's okay to pause a conversation, to take space, to say, "I need a moment," to retreat into stillness, not as avoidance, but as self-preservation. You don't always have to be clear and bright and ready. Sometimes the most healing thing you can do is let the mist roll in, to disappear from the world just enough so that you can return to it whole. In the quietest corner of the garden, just past a row of rain-damp succulents and heart-shaped ivy, you find a small brass bell suspended from the branch of a bare-limbed tree. It's aged and weathered, smooth from years of wind and rain. But you notice something odd. There's no clapper inside, no way to strike it, no cord to pull. You step closer, drawn in by its stillness. And as you approach, a gentle plaque carved into a nearby stone reads, "Speak your truth, it will be heard." There's no pressure, no audience, just you, and the quiet rhythm of rain tapping gently around you. So you sit beneath the bell, knees tucked close, and you let the silence hold you for a moment longer. Then, when it feels right, you speak. Not loudly, not rehearsed, just one truth. Maybe it's something you've never said out loud before. Maybe it's something you've always known but avoided naming. A confession, a longing, a grief that has waited too long to be acknowledged. And as the words leave your lips, the bell hums, not a ring, but a resonance, low and warm, vibrating through the tree branch, rippling through the garden air. And as though the space itself is responding, not with advice, not with answers, but with presence. It doesn't fix anything, but it hears you, and sometimes that's enough. You feel the echo in your chest long after the sound fades, a reminder that even unspoken things live in you. But when you bring them into light, gently, bravely, they no longer have to be carried alone. The rooftop reflection bell teaches you that being witnessed matters. As you move through your days, you don't always need feedback or solutions. Sometimes you just need to tell the truth, even if only to yourself. This mechanism is for those quiet truths you've swallowed. I still miss them. I'm afraid I'll never feel whole. I'm tired. I'm ready to move forward, but I don't know how. The bell reminds you, what you name can't control you, and what you speak, softly, honestly, can become part of your healing. Even if no one else hears it, you did, and your garden did too. You slowly work your way back and get nestled into your space on the bench under your weighted blanket. The garden has grown dimmer now. The clouds a deeper gray, the sky folding itself into night. The rain continues in a soft, steady rhythm, like nature's lullaby. Take one more slow breath in, letting the night air settle into your lungs, and release it slowly, as if even your breath is learning to surrender. Your body is warm now, heavy and still, cradled in quiet. The rooftop garden wraps around you like a soft exhale from the sky. You've done something powerful tonight. You showed up. You sat with your heart. You gave your emotions permission to exist, even if they were messy, even if they didn't make sense. You gave them space, and that is more than enough. The rooftop garden will always be here. Its doors do not close. Its rain will keep falling, cooling, calming, cleansing. And you are never broken. You are blooming in your own time, in your own way. You can drift to sleep now if that's what you need. Let the sound of the rain carry you deeper. Let your thoughts fade like mist through ivy leaves. Or if your heart is still curious, you are welcome to keep exploring this brain room. Follow another path. Revisit a mechanism. Watch the mist swirl. There's no wrong way to be here. The music will continue for you either way, whether you're wandering or already dreaming. If this space helped you feel even a little softer tonight, we'd love if you'd like this video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us grow this cozy little corner of the internet, and we deeply appreciate your comments. They help us know what matters most to you. Even your simple thank yous mean the world. New Brain Room episodes arrive every Sunday at 7, or return anytime to visit a favorite room. Sometimes they reveal something new the second or third time around. And if you'd like a little quirky encouragement between episodes, come meet Bella the Brain, our wonderfully weird little mascot, over on Instagram. She's equal parts motivation, science, and glitter, and she'd love to meet you there. Good night, friends. You are held and heard here, and you are loved here always. Good night, and sweet dreams.